concerts in our lifetime. It's one of the best pastimes that we have. And very few of us have gotten as lucky enough to go backstage. That is the lucky few that we call roadies. And today our special guest happens to be a roadie, one of the most famous ones we have for the past 50 years she's been around. Introducing our special guest tonight, Timmy. Yeah, so how's it finally feel to be off the road from that crazy Slipknot tour?
Oh, I tell you, it's a wild ride. Get too old for this crap.
Yeah, it must have been all those crazy people. But you have to have some stories. Like, what crazy people were on that tour?
I don't know. This one guy was crowd surfing. I guess the people got tired of holding him up. They dropped him on his head, and he was bleeding, and people started stepping on him.
My God, that's crazy.
At the time, it was funny, but due to recent events, I guess it could get awful scary or dangerous.
Yeah, like that Travis Scott concert, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, guys are crazy. I'm assuming these concerts are just all sausage fest, just a bunch of dudes, right?
Well, there's women there, but they're real women.
Yeah, I know exactly what type you mean.
Airbrush things you see in magazines.
All right, well, how long have you been a guitar tech for anyway, Grandpa?
Well, I've been doing it for a lot of years. Not all of them paid. I've been doing it since I was about 15 years old.
Jeez, you've been around a long time then. So since you've been around so long, enlighten us. How many stars have you worked with? Give us some names.
Well, let's see. I've worked with Kiss. I've worked with Eric Clapton. I've worked with Eddie Money. Piece de Resistance. I worked with Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix? Dang, that is quite the name right there. When did you get to work with Hendrix?
I was in Woodstock.
Woodstock, jeez, that's a long time ago. Anything that young folk don't know about that event that we'd like to know?
They sure could have used some more bathrooms.
I have heard stories about that. But how was it working with Hendrix himself? I mean,
well, you don't really see the artists. They stick to their kind, and we just doing our work and go on to the next setup.
Yeah, must have been crazy. Gone too soon. But he must have been great to work with. But how about some of the bad buns? You know, who were the worst ones?
Well, let's see. I've been fired by Eddie Van Halen. The good side is Sammy Hagar hired me right after that. And look, I love Kiss and I love Gene Simmons, but he is such an egomaniac. And if you don't do it his way, you want to choke him. I'll tell you the truth.
Oh, that is crazy. Well, what else do we got? Keep rolling. Well, you've been touring for so long. There's got to have been some crazy mishaps or things that have gone wrong on tour. Am I right?
Well, you know the movie Almost Famous where he gets electrocuted when he grabs the mic?
Yes.
They stole that from one of our concerts.
Oh, so you're claiming
it
copyright.
happened to Peter Frampton when he grabbed the mic. Yes.
Oh, so it really is a true story.
Well, you have occasionally people fall off the stage, or they fall off the amp, or an amp might blow up on you. Get your wires crossed.
What a lifetime. Well, thanks for coming out here, Timmy. It's been nice having you as a guest tonight.
There you go, trying to shake my hand during COVID.
These old people. So, I'd like to thank all of you viewers for coming out there on TV. Thanks for coming